Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you a quick haul video from my latest JetPens and Amazon purchase. If you're interested in seeing some, springtime themed stationery, school, and planner supplies, please stick around. Thanks everyone. Right, I don't even know where to start. I think I'm going to finish with my brand new fountain pen. So if you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. I'm going to leave that for the end and set it aside. I'm going to start off with this very cute Midori floral designed memo pad. So they call this the to-do memo pad with dried flowers. I'm like obsessed with, I love gardening and I've been dying all winter to get out into the garden. So I guess this is kind of my way of preparing for that moment. I was actually pretty surprised that this has a very thin cover. It's not like a hard cover in any way. And I don't think they're sticky. They're not sticky pads. They're just normal sheets of paper. And it says things to do. It's pretty thin. I would say it's thinner than my what I typically get from the Sticky Club notepad papers, but I loved how the check boxes are just these little hand-drawn flowers with these very loosely drawn light lines, as well as some of these dried flower designs on the side. If you can see when I turn it, so I think it's 80 sheets, I think is what it says up front. If you see from the side view that there's actually pink and then a different design here in green, so it definitely gives you some variety because they're not sticky notes. You can pull from this back end here. I love these little floral snipping scissors. Just love the design. I love how it's just like a doodle. So I'm going to set this aside and talk a little bit about these folders. So these are also Midori products. There are two folders. They're kind of like this hard plastic and they're very different from normal folders, but I wanted to give them a shot because for school, oftentimes we're given handouts in class. What I've been trying to do is not take the handouts and actually just take electronic notes on my iPad, not only so that I don't have to carry the papers around, but also I was hoping that to cut down on my paper usage and be a little bit more environmentally friendly. So I picked up these folders to fit the 8.5 by 11 for the times that they do give out the syllabus and things that I do want to keep. And I figured I'd give this a shot. It's something I've never tried before. Oh, that's so interesting. So each pack comes with two. And then they also have these very interesting little tabs that you can, label and then fold so that it sticks out in different locations so you can organize your notes a little bit. But these are really different. They're not the typical folders that I grew up using where you fold them open and have pockets, or even the ones that I made myself. But yeah, these should fit the 8.5 by 11 sheets of paper very well. And each set comes with two. And like I said, I think I fell in love with these floral prints. So I bought two sets from JetPens here. And so this is the first one with these little roses and butterflies, just getting really ready for the spring season. And then of course, if you've been watching my videos, you know I absolutely love cats. I have two of my own, so I fell in love with this cat print as well. All right, so I'm actually gonna open one up so you can kind of see what they look like. I think this one might be my favorite. So let me set this one aside and open this up. I love how the packaging allows you to kind of open it and see both designs, and they're not back to back. So of course I can't read any of this. That's okay. And actually I also have my Cricut measuring tape here so you can kind of see the size. I'll show you the size of this paper pad before we move on. So this is 4-ish and 1/8 inches wide by 5 3/4 tall inches. So if you're interested, that's kind of the relative size of these sheets of paper. And then for this folder, because it's so large, I'm going to turn it here and then do the measurement. So all right, so this is just over 12 inches tall, but of course you have this seam here, so you can definitely fit an 8.5 by 11 here. And then wide you have just over 8.5, so fit perfectly. It's so cute. I love this print. And then I think the idea is to be able to pop these out and slide it in this hole, and then you'll have like a little tab here. But essentially, like I said, the folder does not open. It's very thin, thin plastic, so it should still protect your papers, but it is like pliable here. And yeah, it opens up like this. And then there's like a seam here, so it can't open flat, but it's gonna be perfect, I think, to suit my needs. I actually think this will go really well with my book bag and my purse as well. But yeah, so those are the two folders, and let's move on to, I guess, my new fountain pen. So I've been dying, absolutely dying to, and I'm gonna have my ink here, my D. Atramentis go-to ink, my trusty D. Atramentis Archive ink in black. And I actually just realized that they come in different colors too, so I don't have any plans to buy the other colors, but if you guys have any suggestions, I saw a video the other day with this beautiful violet or like dark purple color. Not planning on getting it, but just thought that was really interesting that I can actually change it up a little bit. But I've been dying to buy the Pilot Vanishing Point pen, where you don't actually need to take the cover off, and it's a large investment, but here it is. I actually ended up getting it. I got it in the matte black, so I'm really excited. This is how it comes. And yeah, I got it in the extra fine nib. I've debated whether or not to get the fine nib so that it's a little bit more kind of like a medium. Not a medium, because it's not a medium point, but for me it would have been kind of like different, yeah, because I'm so used to using the EF nib on my Kaweco Sport fountain pen. But I actually ultimately decided to go with the EF nib because I write very tiny, and this is just something that I figured why mess with success, right? And so here, and I don't mind. A lot of people sometimes feel that EF nibs can be scratchy, and I didn't feel that way about my Kaweco Sport. Yeah, so here it is. It's so cute. I was a little worried about the body of this pen being a little too broad, but I find it so interesting. So this is a clickable pen, and let's see if you can, here, I'll show you in this direction first. So you click it out, and it has the nib there. It has like this nice, unlike my Kaweco Sport, it has like this little clip, so you can clip it on a pocket or something in your pencil case. So let's see, capless, extra fine from Japan. And then you can see here, sorry, let's see if we can focus, that it has like this little door that opens to allow the nib to kind of pop out. So you don't ever have to like twist the cap on or pop the cap off. And then it comes down here, it's such a tiny box. So it comes with, the one that I purchased, so just be careful, because I was reading, or I think I was watching a video actually, that someone actually purchased one of these pens, and it didn't come with the converter. So this one actually comes with the converter as well as a cartridge. So that's what you have here. We have the cartridge here. I don't know, I guess this is like a case for the cartridge, and it comes with blue ink, and it's really kind of sad because I always like to use my own ink, especially on my Tomoe River paper from Haul-Hobonichi planners. So I'm probably not going to use that cartridge anytime soon, but it's nice that it comes with it, just in case you don't want to use your own ink. And yeah, so I brought my ink here, my D. Atramentis ink, and I'm planning on filling it up and taking it for a spin. So if you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Thanks. All right, so I actually have a couple of paper towels here, just in case I make a mess. However, yeah, hoping for the best here. Let's open the use and care guide. All right, so let's see how this goes. So we're gonna spin this off, twist it off. Ooh, and it just pops right out. And this is the converter. Wow, look at this tiny, tiny nib. Love this. And it has like this very thin nib. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? Is it focusing? Wow. So beautiful. All right. Let's see if we can suck it up here. So using ink cartridge, we don't want that. Eyedropper, we don't have that. Here it is. Using the twist converter with ink bottle. Okay, it says don't use a bottle with low amounts of ink. Unscrew the neck. Okay, dip the pen in the ink up to the hole, right? Be careful not to jam the nib into the bottom of the ink bottle. Definitely won't do that. Twist the converter, screw top clockwise 3 or 4 times to fill the reservoir, and then ink remitting in the neck or nib should be wiped off or cleaned before using the pen. Okay. Okay, what does it say? Insert. Okay, let's try it. Here we go. I'm gonna just kind of treat it like my other fountain pens, even though this is way more expensive, and see how it goes. I figured this was a good treat for making it through my first few classes at school. I didn't think that I would survive, and here I am on the back end. So hopefully I continue to survive. All right, so let's see, that's counterclockwise. Let's pop that bubble, sticker in. So this is my way of, I guess, celebrating surviving. Oh wow, that was just too easy. Let's do it one more time. We're gonna do a full plunge, come back out. Do it one more time to make sure we get as much as we can in there. You know, surprisingly, I don't know if you can see this, it's not really full, but that's okay. We don't need it to be full. Usually it's around like 80% anyways. I'm actually really surprised because in my Kaweco Sport, I actually do get almost like 90+% roughly. So I think I'm setting my expectations a little too high here. I set this ink aside. We're gonna wipe this off and then give it a test run. I think that should be good. Then we could always wipe it off once we stick it in. All right, so I don't know if you noticed this here, but there's a little slot here. And very conveniently, there's like this guide here on the converter. And it just slips right in. And I was told not to push this down because this is part of the activation. So we're just gonna kind of shove it in there gently and give it a little twist. Close her up. All right, so what I'm gonna do is like pop her out, clean it off just a little bit, and then we're gonna take her for a test run. All right, set this. All right, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video today. As always, if you enjoyed it, please remember to give this video a thumbs up to let me know. If you're not subscribed already, I would really appreciate it if you guys decided to join us and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so next time that I upload content similar to this, you are notified. Thank you and happy planning. Bye, friends. I actually just wanted to show you guys kind of a sample of how the pen has performed. As you can see, it has already set very quickly and is very, very fine. It's gonna take me some time to start writing with this, but right now also my hands are just extra shaky. So if it doesn't look so great, that might be why. Anyways, bye everyone.